By 1961, the Cold War was at its most dangerous point yet. The United States and the Soviet Union were locked in a silent struggle, one defined by fear, mistrust, and nuclear weapons powerful enough to erase entire cities. Both nations kept nuclear bombers in the air at all times, day and night, fully armed, ready to strike within minutes. This strategy was known as airborne alert, a constant reminder to the enemy that retaliation was always guaranteed. One of those bombers was a B-52 Stratofortress, carrying 2 thermonuclear bombs. Each bomb was far more powerful than the weapon dropped on Hiroshima, and on this night, that bomber was flying over North Carolina. In the early hours of January 24, 1961, most of America slept peacefully. Families rested. Cities were quiet. The Cold War felt distant, something happening far away, on maps and in headlines. But high above the countryside of North Carolina, the United States came closer to nuclear annihilation than it ever had before. Not because of war, not because of the Soviets, but because of a single accident. This is the true story of the night America almost destroyed itself. The B-52 was considered nearly indestructible, massive, long-range, built to survive combat and mechanical failure. Its mission was routine: remain airborne, refuel mid-air, and return to base. But during refueling, the crew noticed something alarming. Fuel was leaking, rapidly. Within minutes, the fuel leak became catastrophic. Thousands of pounds of fuel poured from the aircraft. The bomber began losing control. The pilot attempted to stabilize the plane, but it was too late. At 30,000 feet above rural farmland, the aircraft began to break apart. The crew was ordered to eject. As they escaped, something unthinkable happened. The nuclear bombs detached from the aircraft. They began falling toward American soil. The fall, 5:40 to 7:30. One bomb deployed its parachute, exactly as it was designed to do during a nuclear attack. The weapon drifted gently downward, descending toward the fields below. The second bomb fell freely, crashing into the ground at extreme speed. For several terrifying moments, the United States had lost control of 2 nuclear weapons. No one knew if they would explode. The first bomb landed softly in a field near Goldsboro, North Carolina. Its parachute tangled in trees, but inside the bomb, safety mechanisms had failed. Of the 4 arming steps required for detonation, 3 had activated. Only one simple electrical switch prevented a nuclear explosion, a single low-voltage trigger. If that switch had failed, a thermonuclear blast would have detonated on U.S. soil. An explosion hundreds of times more powerful than Hiroshima. Entire cities would have vanished. Millions could have died. The second bomb buried itself deep underground, its casing shattered, parts scattered across farmland. For days, the military searched desperately, digging through mud and fields to recover it. Some components were never retrieved. To this day, parts of that nuclear weapon remain buried beneath North Carolina. The public was told very little. Official statements described the incident as contained and safe. There was no national address, no emergency broadcast, no evacuation. Most Americans never knew how close they had come to disaster. The truth remained classified for decades. Internal military reports later revealed just how close the disaster had been. A single safety switch, never meant to be the last line of defense, had prevented nuclear detonation. Engineers were shaken. Commanders were disturbed, because this was not the only accident. Similar incidents happened again, and again, and again. Broken arrow incidents, they were called. Lost bombs, crashes, near detonations. This was the price of constant nuclear readiness. The Goldsboro incident forced the military to confront a terrifying reality. Nuclear war did not require an enemy. It did not require a launch order. It only required human error, or mechanical failure, or bad luck. On January 24, 1961, the world did not end. Not because systems worked perfectly, but because one fragile switch held. A reminder that history often turns not on decisions, but on accidents. This was the night America almost ended itself, and most people will never know how close it truly came.